You thought I was done with this topic, didn't you? Well, I decided to turn Shills vs. Alita Cybertits into a trilogy. If you think that the main reason I'm doing this is just to have an excuse to call it Revenge of the Tits, how dare you? I mean, you're not wrong, but still, how dare you? In any case, since I've already dealt with pretty much all of the so-called arguments against Cybertits presented by SJW Shills, this one is going to be just a little bit of shitposting. To recap, in the previous 2 episodes, we learned that apparently Alita has an impossibly tiny waist and very prominent breasts, which is problematic because horny teenagers send each other lewd texts and watch porn on their phones. We also were told that if Alita was designed by a woman, she would be deprived of breasts because something warrior body. And yes, these statements have not become any less stupid since then. I was thinking about where these SJWs might have gotten the idea that breasts are a hindrance in combat. So far, the most plausible explanation I could come up with is that they might be referring to the Greek myths about Amazons. It's a common misconception that they had their right breast removed so it didn't get in the way. It's really hard to imagine anyone, even a mythological creature, willingly undergoing such a dangerous mutilation for a highly dubious benefit. Indeed, if we take a look at ancient art featuring Amazons, we can clearly see that they are depicted having both breasts. Could these misguided SJW articles be based on misinterpreted ancient mythology? Or am I giving them too much credit? After all, ancient history isn't taught in gender studies classes. As a side note, while looking up info about Amazons, I realized that feminists have been around for longer than I thought. Regardless, these Shills claimed that even the conservative amount of boobage given to Alita was excessive, and if only she was designed by a woman, things would have been different. Is there any merit to this assertion? I decided to find out, so I embarked on my quest for knowledge. This journey eventually brought me to DeviantArt. Let me share my findings. Exhibit A. Alita by Marie Mushroom. As you can see, this reimagining was made by a woman, and yet it isn't lacking in the breast department. Not convinced yet? Then may I present Exhibit B. Alita by Needby. Another interpretation of Alita created by a woman. And yet, her boobs are present and are more prominent than ever. I could go on, but I won't bore you with the results of my purely academic exploration of contemporary digital art. These 2 examples are enough to make a point. And if you think about it, it makes sense. Since Alita is so full of heart, she might as well have the chest to match. If you like this kind of videos, stay tuned, I have another one in the works. This time it's an article I haven't yet covered in a video, but it's just as stupid as the one I dealt with in this series. Until next time!